Welcome to your first tutorial on Windows 8's basics. So I'm Todd from toddstechtips.com and I'm going to be showing you kind of the basic new things in Windows 8 that can be a pain to get used to or aren't clear when Microsoft explains it to you and the startup procedure, and just how to navigate back and forth through the Metro interface and how to do some of the familiar things that you normally would on a Windows machine. So first off, Microsoft showed you the Charms menu. Now the Charms menu is this little menu over here, and to get to it you can go up to the top and it pops like that, and then you just move your mouse down, or if you're on a touch screen you can flick from the right to the left, and that comes up and that's got a search. So if I searched, it would open that up, or if I go back to the Windows start screen, I've got my the share, start screen, devices, and settings. Now if I went to settings, I can choose the settings for the tiles. I can select help, I can select my network preferences, that's Wi-Fi or Ethernet, turn the volume up, turn the brightness up if my monitor had it, or if you're in a notebook, notifications, turn them on and off, power most importantly. So this is how you now shut down, sleep, and update and restart, and the keyboard preferences, and change overall PC settings. So if I went back to there again, I can get all that, and I can just click out of it as well. Of course, this is the Metro interface, you all know that. One thing that might not be so clear and Microsoft didn't explain, if you go up to the top here, see a little handle comes up, I can click and then it minimizes and I can drag it down, and that is closing an application. Going back to the start screen doesn't actually fully close the app, it keeps it in a pause state just like how every other mobile operating system now does it. So if I were to go back to there, I can now go up to the top left. If I was on a tablet I could go to the top left and swipe down, I'll get the same menu. And here I can go back to the start screen, or I can go back to the desktop. Pretty simple. And again, Windows key and tab does the same thing. Same with Windows key and Alt and tab, sorry. So I'll close that out. Again, if you're on a touch screen, from the top and drag down. Also again, from the top, if you're on a touch screen, from the bottom up, or on a desktop using a mouse, right click brings up that menu, and just like every other app, I can go to all apps. I can see every app that's available on my computer, whether it be a Metro app or whether it be a legacy desktop app. I can go ahead and start it up from there. Something else Windows 8 doesn't come with is the option to play DVDs. An option to get around this is download Vlc Media Player. So Vlc Media Player allows you to play any kind of format, whether it be AVI, a DVD, anything really, MP3 files. VLC is just great for that. So there's a link down in the description box to go ahead and download that. Next up is Google Chrome. You would want Google Chrome on here because it's fast and flexible and all the extensions and stuff. The Adobe suite, but I paid for that. What else isn't on here? Skype doesn't come on here, but you can get it from the Microsoft Store, or you can just get it from Skype.com still. Skype over here is of course just the windowed mode. To differentiate them, these ones will be off on a center from over here. As you can see, the two groups are there. One thing to note, if I I forgot how to do it here. Maybe if I right click and no. I'll have a think of that. There's a way to name these, a way to group them. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. But again, we can go back to the desktop here and we can see everything that I've got. Notice here there's a start button. So you can have your old start button back by using a program called Classic Shell. I've done a video, link will be in the description. And this is the familiar start menu. You have your old shutdown, you have your computer, you have all programs, everything is there, and it all just works like it should and like it used to if you want to go that way. One thing I will stress though is with Windows 8 you just want to be hitting that start button on the keyboard or on the screen, and then you can just type Google and all the Google apps will come up, or Vlc, and Vlc Media Player will come up, and then you can just hit enter and open it up, and that works perfectly. And that's mainly how people used the start menu back in Windows 7. That's why Microsoft got rid of it. In terms of DVD and CD playing, you can purchase a external DVD drive from like retail shops like Carbon and that. Just go and ask for a slim USB external DVD reader, a drive. We can get them from online stores. I have an Asus one, Apple makes one, all of them make one now because computers aren't shipping with them anymore because they're too thick. They make the computers too thick, and they want the computers to be thinner, obviously. Another thing, of course, just the Shutdown and Sleep is in here now. I've done another video on that to get that back to a little icon. If you want to go have a look at that, that's perfectly fine. Creating new users is a little bit different. You go into PC settings, and then you go to users, and then I can add a user. That's how you add a user now. Or you can go back to using the control panel, but there's just a lot of different ways you can be doing things now. You can be doing them through the Metro interface, or you can be doing them from control panel. It's up to you whether or not you want to use whichever way. That's all I can think of at the moment. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment them. Every program I've seen... Oh, one more thing. If you install a program that isn't compatible with Windows 8, say if I was installing a driver, I'll install my Blue Yeti driver, it'll come up saying that this program is not compatible with Windows 8, or the version of Windows you're running. It's compatible with Windows 7 and all the other programs. To get this to run in compatibility mode, it'll say, do you want to run it in compatibility mode, or to do it off the bat, select the setup file, right click it, click properties, then click compatibility, and then click this checkbox to run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 95 or whatever Windows you want to run it in. Windows 7 works fine for most things, or I can do all sorts of things, run this program as an administrator and see its digital signature and everything else. That is how you install older programs on Windows 8 if they don't run out of the box with them. In terms of printer drivers and things like that, go to the website, and there's usually a support page where you can download the latest drivers, and it'll walk you through it. And it's better doing it that way anyway, because CDs that are shipped with the device are usually out of date anyway. So that is how you install everything, and that's how you can play DVDs, that's how you can get familiar with Windows 8. Microsoft's got a lot of tutorials on their site, so www.windows.com, microsoft.com. Just go have a look there and have a look at my other YouTube videos on how to shut down Windows 8 and what I dislike about Windows 8, things like that. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to Todd's Tech Tips for more unboxings, reviews, and other computer videos. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to check out my website at www.toddstechtips.com.